Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for another video. Now today I'm going to be doing one of the most exciting videos that I've done this year, which isn't hard to say as we're right at the beginning of the year, but I'm going to be doing the performers to watch in 2023 list. Now a few different people have done this and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. These are the names that I think are going to make a huge impact on the Magic community in 2023. Now Rory from the One Ahead Club did one of these a few days ago, and it was a great list. And if you're not a member of the One Ahead Club, you really should be. Rory is fantastic. However, there were people on that list like Assy Wind and Joel M, and I'm like, well, you know, they're kind of already there, and I understand the list. It's like they're already there, but they're going to be even bigger. My list is taking a different approach. These are people who haven't really done that much up until this point. They've had a small impact. They've started their journey, but these are people who I really do believe in 2023 you're going to be seeing a lot of them. They are going to be making waves in the Magic community, and they're going to be coming from nowhere, and people are going to be like, oh my gosh, like they've just appeared out of nowhere. No, they've put a lot of hard work in to get to this position. So I'm going to be going through 12 and a half names. 12 and a half names. You're probably wondering how there's a half. Well, you'll see. There's a bonus 13. But 12 names who I think are going to be making a massive impact in the Magic community over 2023. Let's have a look at the names. So first up in number one, and this is not in numerical order. This is just a list of 12 names. It's not like I'm saying, hey, this is the most likely or anything like that. Not the case. The first name is Tyler Lunsford. Now, if you don't know who Tyler Lunsford is, Tyler Lunsford is a Magic cowboy, and he spends a lot of the time asking questions on the Magic podcast with me and Lloyd Barnes. But the other thing about Tyler is that he's a really knowledgeable guy when it comes to Magic. He's released some stuff through Penguin years ago. I interviewed him recently on a Talk Magic, and I think this guy is going places. His YouTube channel has always been good. I've always been a huge fan of his YouTube channel. Recently, it's got even better. If you're not subscribed to Tyler's YouTube channel, you really should do so. He's just got a new sort of studio. He's upgraded his camera. He's upgraded his sound. He's got a different format. He's doing more live performances. He's already a fantastic guy, very likable, very knowledgeable, but now his YouTube channel is even better, and I think that his YouTube channel is going to be one of the YouTube channels to watch for magicians in 2023, and I'm also aware that he's got other things that he wants to do within the Magic community, and I think you're going to be seeing releases and tricks from him. He's a really good guy, and he's got a very bright future. Like I say, if you don't go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, you should do so, and go check out his reviews. They're really good. So in the second position, I've got Aiden McCann. Now, you guys might know Aiden McCann. He's been around for a very long time, even though he's only 13 years old. He's achieved more by the age of 13 than most people have in their entire career. He was a semi-finalist on Ireland's Got Talent. He was a finalist on Britain's Got Talent. And now he's just been invited to compete in the AGT, the America's Got Talent All-Stars. Also, he's appeared several times on several TV shows, including Ellen, and he's an actor. You know, he works regularly on set. He's just coming back from Florida as time of filming. I know he jets around the country, around the world. You know, he's working with Kevin Costner on a series of films. And again, he's 13 years old. He's got a very cheeky persona. If you've seen him perform, he's very, very cheeky. He's very, very funny. He's a real character, but he's got magical chops to back it up. If you don't follow him on Instagram, you should do so, because he's got some great stuff on Instagram that just shows how good a performer he is. He's a natural showman. The only thing that's going to stop him within the Magic community getting even higher than he is right now is the fact that he balances out his career as an actor with his career as a magician. And I think he loves acting as much as Magic. And because of that, He might gravitate as he gets older towards acting, but his magic is exceptional. He's a really, really nice kid. Now, if you haven't seen the Talk Magic I did with him, go and check him out, because it was a really fun Talk Magic to do. But mark my words, 2023 is going to start with a bang for Aiden, because he's on America's Got Talent All-Stars, but that's just going to be the beginning. This guy is going places. Third position, well, not position, as I say, this isn't a numerical list, but the third name that I want to talk about is Chris James. Now, you've probably heard of Chris James. If you haven't, he's been making waves within the magic community. If you follow Murphy's Magic, then he's basically become the co-host of the Murphy's Magic YouTube and Instagram channel. It seems that Bo puts him on the Murphy's socials more than anyone else, and for good reason. He's got this innate ability to just take tricks and tweak them and make them better, whether that be technically or presentationally. He's fantastic at it. And I've been working with Chris for a while now. I'm telling you, he's a creative force. Both myself and Lloyd Barnes have been amazed by the amount of stuff that he's actually created, and he regularly blows me away, both from a methodology point of view and a presentational point of view. Have a look at his free download that he put out through Penguin Magic, Pop Wild. It's a brilliant trick. It really is. He's got tricks coming out next year with Alakazam. He's in talks with lots of other companies, including Murphy's Magic. The guy is great. He's absolutely fantastic. And you really should check him out on Instagram if you haven't already done so. His Instagram page is popping. I get so many ideas from watching his Instagram videos. They're just really, really good. Mark my words, by the end of 2023, there's going to be several products that are out with Chris James's name on, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of them was a bestseller. In position number 4, the fourth person I'm going to be talking about is another kid magician, although I don't think it's fair to call him a kid magician anymore, because Jasper Cherry, who we're going to be talking about, is now 16 years old. He's definitely categorized now as a young man, but he's been doing magic for a very long time, and he gigs constantly. Despite being at school and knee-deep in exams, he's constantly out there performing. He's a big believer in flight time. He's a big believer in you get better the more you perform, and he has performed at a very high level for a very long time. He got through to the finals of Britain's Got Talent in 2020. He's also been invited onto the America's Got Talent's AGT All-Stars, and he's there doing a fantastic act. And the fact that AGT wanted him speaks volumes of the talent of Jasper Cherry. He is incredible. He's a regular performer at the House of Secrets in Blackpool, Russ Brown's House of Secrets, and he does everything from large stage shows to close-up to kids parties. He does it all. He's got a really bright future ahead of him. And the one thing that I see when I see Jasper is he just loves magic. He absolutely loves magic. You can tell when you sit down with him at a convention, he just loves magic. And you can see that on his videos on social media. You can see it in everything that he does. The fact that by the age of 16, he's accomplished so much more by the age of 16 than most people will have accomplished in their entire career. The future is very bright for Jasper, and also on top of all of that, he's one of the nicest and most likable kids that I know. And I'm very honoured to call him a friend. So Jasper, he's really got a bright future in 2023. You're going to see him going places. Right, the next name I want to be talking about is Roman Armstrong. Now, I have known Roman for years. I did his 10th birthday party. And he's always been a creative powerhouse. This is somebody else I've interviewed on Talk Magic. You can go and check that interview out if you want to. Roman is just a really creative, bright, intelligent person. He did a video, kind of a sitcom, a pilot for a sitcom through university that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And he's just literally released his first release with Alakazam, which won the title of 2022 Magic TV Trick of the Year. In my mind, he's taken the elastic band genre and he's turned it on its head, and he has released what I think is the best rubber band trick ever created. And he's got loads of other ideas coming out as well. I've seen 2 or 3 of the other things that he's working on, and they are amazing. He's going to be releasing a lot more through Alakazam and potentially other companies as well. And if you haven't already done so, go and check out 2 things. One, his 5x5 that I did with him. I did a 5x5 Roman Armstrong special recently, and his applications of things like the Orphic wallet was just phenomenal. Honestly, anybody who's got an Orphic wallet should go and watch that 5x5 immediately. But also go check out his socials. He's got 2 socials, one for Magic Roman, and the other social he's got is for Roman Armstrong. And the content that he puts up there is hilarious. He's got a real ability to just be very entertaining in a very short period of time. And on top of all of that, he went to the Edinburgh Fringe in 2022 and killed it with a really entertaining family show. Roman's got a very bright future, and I want to watch this space because, man, he's definitely going places in 2023. Okay, so next up on the list, we have Amanda Nipo. Now, Amanda Nipo, you might know her from Diamond Cutter, which came out recently through Penguin Magic. It was one of her first releases, definitely her first release with Penguin. And I did numerous videos about that at the time. She's gone on Penn and Teller. I believe she fooled Penn and Teller. And she's just got a really great look. She's 16 years old. She's an incredible magician. She's very, very talented. She's got the personality. You know, a lot of people that I see that are kind of, they bring their first release out and sometimes very clever, but the presentation is lacking. That's not the case with Amanda. It's a really great trick, really, really intelligent, but at the same time, she's very, very funny with it as well. Her presentation style is great, and you can see that if you watch her on Penn and Teller. I know she's got numerous other things coming out through Penguin, and I know she's got lots of other goals to hit as well. Trust me, Amanda is a name that you might have only just been aware of recently with Penn and Teller and Penguin Magic, but she's got a lot of other things coming, and you're going to see a lot more of Amanda in 2023. Okay, so next up, we've got Rich Relish. Now, if you don't know Rich Relish is a Welsh magician, and he's released tricks over the last few years. You've probably seen his trick Agility through Alakazam, which is just a really clever mentalism trick based around top trumps cards. But I have been privy to seeing some of the other things that Rich is coming out with in 2023. I know he's got a trick coming out through Murphy's. I know he's got at least 2 tricks coming out through Alakazam, as well as other stuff as well. I was on a Zoom call with him recently because we were doing an interview for Magic TV, Talk Magic interview. And he showed me just this very simple mentalist revelation. And he said, no, I'm not planning on marketing it. It's just something I do myself. And it's one of the cleverest and smartest reveals I've ever seen. This is somebody who just creates stuff just for himself. And he's open and honest. He goes, hey, I'm not a full-time performer. I don't want to be a full-time performer. I love mentalism. I love creating mentalism. I love performing mentalism. I love going out and doing weddings and stuff and performing semi-professionally. And that's where I'm happy. And that's great because some of the best magicians are amateurs and hobbyists. Look at people like John Gustafaro. Look at people like John Bannon. The list goes on and on and on. You don't have to be a full-time professional magician to make this list. Rich has no desire to be a full-time professional magician, and yet he is one of the most creative names in mentalism. You might have seen his stuff, as I said, with Agility from Alakazam, but in 2023, there's going to be quite a few Rich Relish projects dropping. And you know when Lloyd Barnes describes you as one of the most creative people that he knows, that you know that person is big and going places. Trust me, Rich is going places in 2023. Okay, next up, we've got another kid in Magic again, and this one is Magic Maisie. Now, I've had the pleasure I've had the pleasure of interviewing her on Talk Magic, and she was so personable. She was so confident. You know, she's very young. She's like 13, 14 years old, and yet she's got this really bright, infectious personality, and her skills as a magician, oh my God. She does Wayne Dobson's Invisible Purse routine better than Wayne Dobson. I performed on the same show as her in the latter part of 2022, and her performance was incredible. She's years beyond where she should be at her age, and it's fantastic to see a female entertainer, a female magician, really just create her own style. Because a lot of the time when you're a lady or a female magician, you kind of get typecast almost into this certain role, and she's gone in completely the opposite direction, and she's done it in style. She's created this whole character, and she has the magical chops, she has the ability, she has the knowledge, she has the desire, she has the ambition, she has the skill, she has the personality, she has everything she needs to be a huge star within this industry. And even though she's very young, she's already had opportunities on TV, she's already done so much, and she's only just got started. Trust me, Magic Maisie is one to watch in 2023. Okay, next up we have Andrew Niner. Now, I had the pleasure of working with Andrew with Penguin Magic on the Boombox. I still say that the Boombox is one of the best utility products to come out ever. Like, the Boombox is brilliant. Why would you carry a deck of cards in a normal card box when you can carry it in a Boombox? It's like having a Himba wallet with you at all times without actually needing a Himba wallet. Well, the Boombox is brilliant, and it was Andrew's absolute just creative brain that put it together, and I was so honored that he asked me to come up with some routines for it. But what you have seen with the Boombox is literally just the icing on the cake. It is the tip of the iceberg. I have been privy to and seen some of the stuff that Andrew's coming out with, and some of the routines that he drops, and they're just incredible. You know, I've chatted to Andrew in the Society of Secrets, and he shares videos and just shares a video and goes, "Oh, yeah, have a look at this. This is something I'm working on." And he's just like very dismissive of it, and I'm just looking at it going, "Oh my God, that's one of the best things I've ever seen ever in the entire history of magic," and you're just dismissing it. Like, this guy, I think, could release a trick every single week for the rest of his life and not run out of ideas. He's on the bubble right now, and he's about to explode and explode big. And I think that in 2023, you're going to be seeing a lot more of Andrew. I think there's going to be products coming out. I think there's going to be a big buzz about his name. It's really great to see a young person coming up and really taking the industry by storm. And I think that's what's going to happen with Andrew Niner. He's got a very bright future ahead of him. Watch him. He's really good. Okay, we're going to go for our final, well, no, not our final. We've got a couple more left. Ignore me. We're going to go with another name now. And the next name we're going to be talking about is somebody who I'm willing to bet you haven't seen before, or you don't know who I'm talking about, Killian OConnor. Now, Killian OConnor is, if you went to the Blackpool Magic Convention last year and you saw me get soaked with water on stage, it was Killian that did that, and he is one of the few people that I will allow to throw water on me in on stage in front of thousands of people. And when I was asked to do that, I said absolutely not a problem immediately, because Killian is one of the nicest kids I've ever met. He's one of Ryland's very good friends, and he would do anything for you. And you know what? He picks up magic so quickly. Ryland showed him a mem deck, and like within 2 weeks he learnt the mem deck and was showing me routines that he created himself. He's very creative. He can master anything. Like, there's nothing that's too difficult for him. He sees a Rubik's Cube, he wants to learn to solve it, he solves it. He sees a mem deck, he wants to learn how to do it, he learns how to do it. You know, at a very young age, him and his sister went on Casey went on the stage at the Blackpool Magic Convention and stole the show, like did so well on that stage. And, you know, it's nerve-wracking going on stage in front of thousands of magicians. He went and did it, and he did an incredible job. And trust me, I know some of the stuff that Killian's going to be getting up to this year, and some of the stuff that he's going to be getting up to is going to blow people away. I can't say any more, but trust me, you're going to be seeing, and the general public is going to be seeing, a lot of Killian in 2023. Mark my words, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Okay, so the penultimate name on this list, somebody who I think is going to have a very bright 2023, is one of my best friends in the world. His name is Nemet Phoenix. Now, if you've been watching Magic TV for any length of time, you'll know that I rave about Nemet constantly. Why do I rave about Nemet? I rave about Nemet for one reason and one reason only. I've worked with him at so many gigs, so many events, and I've never seen anyone light up a room like Nemet. Like, I normally, if I'm on a multi-man job, I take pride in the fact that I'm going to get better reactions than anyone there, and I'm going to work harder, but that's not the case with Nemet. I have to work really hard just to keep up with this guy. I'm going to make a statement right now. He is the best close-up magician in the UK, bar none. There is nobody that comes close to being at the same level of Nemet. I'm laughing because he's sitting behind the camera, because he's filming for something. And I'll tell you what he's filming for. He's filming because and I'm telling you right now, he's joining the Netrix. He's the next instructor on the Netrix. He's going to be launching with a series of his own tricks and teachings on some of the classics of magic. And Nemet, for me, is the quintessential close-up magician. And you know what? He's always been that magician that no one's ever heard of, or kind of is vaguely recognizable, but not really. And that's not his fault. It's because he's had a lot of stuff going on in his life. But when you consider everything he's done, you know, he managed the Illusions Bar in Manchester. He's won the British Magical Society Close-Up Magician of the Year so many times they had to stop him from entering because they wanted to give somebody else a go. Like, this February he's going to be at the Bear Pit in Blackpool, and trust me, I don't know if you ever go and watch the Bear Pit in Blackpool or not, but this year you want to watch it because he's there. He's going to blow everyone else away. You're going to see what I see every time I work with him, which is how amazing he is. He does close-up, he does stage, he does kid shows, he does illusion shows, he does mentalism, he does comedy, he does absolutely everything. And you know that old expression, jack of all trades, master of none? Well, Nemet bucks that trend. He's the jack of all trades and the master of everything. I'm proud to call him a friend, and trust me, he's launching a YouTube channel in 2023. He's going to be at Blackpool Magic Convention. He's joining the Netrix. He's got tricks coming out. 2023 is going to be the year of the Phoenix. The final name on the list, and you knew it was coming. You're probably waiting for it. And I'm sorry, you call me biased. I don't care. The final name on the list is Ryland Petty. Ryland Petty, or to be honest, most people know him as Ryland. He's kind of the same as Madonna at this point. It's just one name, Ryland. When you consider that Ryland's only just turned 10, and you think about everything he's achieved, he's performed at London Palladium, he's performed at the Hammersmith Apollo, he's a semi-finalist at Britain's Got Talent, he's performed at the IBM convention, he's performed at the Blackpool Magic Convention, he was booked to perform at the Christmas dinner for the Blackpool Magic Club, he's been on the stage at the gala show for the Magic Circle twice, he's got his first trick coming out with Alakazam in 2023, which is already shot and edited, and it's killer. I do it every night. It's absolutely amazing. He can do everything. He can do stage magic. He can do close-up. He can do kid shows. I know he does 3 or 4 gigs a week. Like, this kid is busy. He loves magic, and he's constantly learning and constantly wanting to get better. And what he's capable of right now is amazing. Where he's going to be in the next few years is mind-blowing. But all he wants to do is just go and perform. He's a regular performer. He's a resident performer at the House of Secrets in Blackpool. How many magicians do you know can go out on stage in front of 100, 200, 300 people with no nerves and absolutely smash it? Well, that's what he does. And he's constantly getting better. If you thought that 2022 was Ryland's year, trust me, you ain't seen nothing yet. 2023, he's got a lot of big goals to hit, and he's going to hit them. I just wish he was less messy and his bedroom wasn't a constant state, to be honest. But when it comes to magic, this kid's going places. I said there was going to be a bonus one. This is number 13. This is a bonus. Doesn't really make the list, but I want to give him a shout out, and that's to the legend that is Matt Cluley. Matt. If you've watched the Matchumentary, Matt has absolutely bossed it. I've thrown everything at him and then some, and he has coped brilliantly. In future episodes of the Matchumentary, you're going to see him going out on stage in front of hundreds of people. I took him to a New Year's Eve gig and he killed it. He's been doing close-up, he's been doing illusions, he's been doing stage. This whole Matchumentary thing culminates on the 4th of February, and I'm telling you right now, he's going to boss it. We're already planning season 2, Matt's mission to the Magic Circle. Think about it. Think about everything that he's achieved. And he's inspiring so many people, because so many people are looking at him and going, well, if he can do it, he's the ultimate muggle with no skill whatsoever. He hasn't got a clue what he's doing, and he's going out and getting gigs and getting reactions, while other people are sitting there going, oh, one day I'm going to perform in front of people. He's inspiring people to go out there and do it. You look, the bottom line is you can walk the walk or you can talk the talk. You can be full of air or you can just go out and do your thing. And unfortunately, a lot of people will sit there and just be keyboard warriors and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then they don't. If your New Year's resolution is to go and perform on stage in 2023, if your New Year's resolution is to get better at magic and to go and whatever, take a lesson from Matt's books. He hasn't got a clue what he's doing, but he goes out and he does it and he's getting great reactions. If he can do it, you can as well. So my bonus name on this list is Matt Cluley. So there you go, guys. That's my performers to watch in 2023. Look, it could have been twice the size, but these are people that I personally know haven't really been that well known up until this point, but they are set to explode in 2023. If you think there's some names on the list that I haven't said, please let me know in the comments down below. And what do you think of my list? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Are there some names on there that shouldn't be there, or some names on there that you think should be on there? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget, you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to join the Netrix, it's www.thenetrix.com. Don't forget that Nemet Phoenix is now an instructor on the Netrix. Business just picked up. The GOAT is on the Netrix. Guys, I will see you again soon. Thanks very much for watching. See you again. My name's Craig from Magic TV.